Sup tankers, Space Bandit here with another episode of World of Tanks, and today this episode's going to be a little bit bitchy. Unfortunately, that's the way it's gonna be. And I don't mean beachy. Beachy would be super cool and full of laughter. This is not what this episode's gonna be about. This episode's going to be a bit ranty, unfortunately, but you know, this is the topic that we have to cover eventually. I mean, what's happening with this game is ridiculous, and it's been going on for many years. Although I gotta say, I think when update 6.0 hit initially, it wasn't as bad as I could see it now. At least it didn't feel that way, so I do not understand what happened to this game. But I remember in the old meta, in the old World of Tanks pre-update 6.0, this was also a problem all the time. Maybe not all those tracking issues that you see, you know, trying to hit penetrating shots and tracking light tanks, tracking other vehicles, and actually not even breaking that track. I think that's kind of new. I think. But what you saw at the beginning of this video, it's all the garbage. I mean, this is not all. Let's throw artillery on top of that, and being able to splash you for 500-600 damage while not even being able to hit you. Okay? Wargaming nerfed all the big alpha TDs like a Shed Barn and Death Star because people were complaining that those TDs are able to do too much damage without aiming at the weak spots. Okay, what does RD do? For the most part, RD never hits you. It misses you, but it splashes you for 500-600 damage, even more sometimes. It's absolutely ridiculous, okay? So I'm not even talking about that in this game. We're not going to cover that at all. Today, we're actually going to cover accuracy RNG issues and camo issues. Because we're playing a tank that has very accurate gun and has very good camo. And guess what? Those are the two things that make this tank good. This tank is good because of its camo and because of its gun. Nothing else. It's got no armor. Tier 8 can penetrate this tank anywhere. So if you're playing a tank with super camo, you're expecting that kind of result. You're expecting to be the top dog. You're expecting to be one of the best camoed vehicles on the field. Obviously, there are other vehicles or other tanks in this game that have better camo than Leopard, but in this particular game, with no light tanks in play, well, excuse me, maybe one light tank in play on our side, but opposition doesn't have any, I should be a top dog. I should be the tank with the best camo. I should be the stealthiest one. And that's the way I would expect to play this game. But what happens later? What happens in this game is absolutely, you know, it's gonna drive me insane. And some of you experts when it comes to this game, why don't you leave your comments below and tell me if that's normal or if it's not normal. I'm gonna present you facts. I'm gonna present you all the things that I could find in my replay that prove my point and show that there's something really broken in here. But if you have a valid explanation as to, you know, what happened in this game, you give it to me, okay? Because to be honest, guys, I really don't fucking know what's happening here. And to add, these things happen to me quite often when I'm trying to carry at the end of the game. If I'm left 1v5, 1v4, you know, 1v3, 1v6 in this situation. Actually, I think it was 1v7 actually at one point. When I'm the only one left versus bunch of tanks, I never get the RNG, especially lately. And this game is gonna prove it. So, the first one, right here, that shot on Indian Panzer, aimed it really well to the left side. Apparently my shot goes to the right and hits his truck. Doesn't cause any damage. And what is our topic today? Early, when I showed you all those clips at the beginning of the video. Yes, all those tracking shots that cause no damage. You aim them perfectly and they go wherever the fuck they want. That is the problem. With that gun, with the gun that I have on the Leopard, these shots shouldn't be missing. And for the majority of time, they don't miss. But in this game, it happened multiple times. And not only this game, it happens in this tank too often, and it shouldn't. Anyway, so camo here works as expected. I'm sitting behind a bush, I fire the shell, I get spotted. Okay, I get hit. Cool. That's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, what I should have done is I should have backed off behind the bush, played it hold down, and try to put a shell into these guys. No big deal. I took a hit of damage, but hey, it is what it is. If you look at the distribution of the teams right now, our team is heavily pushing northeast. And so be it. Kudos to them. Let them do whatever they gotta do. If they gotta push, let them push. I'm gonna stand my ground over here. There's still a couple of tanks here, so I'm gonna hold my ground against those T-rates. And I can do that. No problem. I have camo advantage. My gun is awesome. I can definitely do that. So we're gonna hold up a little bit over here. We're gonna try to kill one of these guys. And once we kill one of those guys, then we're gonna move in on the second guy. Okay? So that's the plan. So we're gonna be patient. Right now there's no rush. We peeked a little bit too far over there, so we got spotted. But no big deal. There's no RD in play. We don't have to worry about artillery, right? So, okay. We're gonna stay in this position. I'm hoping that my team up north is gonna fight these guys well. And there'll be an even fight over there. And if we can win our flank, then we can definitely push. Okay, so we can see Indian Panzer over here. We should be able to put a shell into him. And we do. We drain him down. So he's only a one shot now to whoever. And he gets shot down by the Draugen. Good job. Good shot. So now we can push that Chrysler. That's on the bottom there. But we want to lose our 6th sense first. See if he overpeaks. He doesn't. Okay, so we're going to move on it. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Even if we have to take a hit over here, we still should be able to take him out of the game. Because we have mobility. We can easily go around him. So that's the plan. Try to put a shell into him. Can we see him? Yes, we can. We're going to put a shell into him right there. And we take a hit, but it doesn't matter. We're going to go all the way around him. And we're going to take him out of the game. Obviously, we low roll because why wouldn't we? RNG! Then we wouldn't even take a hit if we high rolled. But anyway. So now we're going to play it at a distance. We're going to engage this mouse. We put a shell into his side turret. As you notice there, I have heat loaded. And I've had it loaded for a while because I couldn't pen anything at the beginning of the game. And if I want to penetrate mouse, I need heat. Nowadays, you actually have to load heat to penetrate mouse in the side turret. Back in the day, I didn't have to do that. Now I have to do it. Regardless. Notice there how we stayed concealed versus that Sturm Tiger, which allowed me to put a shot into his side turret. And now I'm going to drop. I'm going to try to respawn him from the front here. I don't know why I did that. I could have stayed where I was, but regardless. I guess I wanted to fool the opposition and try to change the position. So we're going to try to respot him here. Can we do that? Hello? Yes, we do. It's either us or one of our T-rates. It doesn't matter. At the same time, our team gets annihilated up north. So we lost that battle up there. So now we have to clean up this side of the map as quickly as we can. So I was going to try to engage that Sturm Tiger, but then we see the mouse. He's going to disappear in a split moment. We're going to put a nice blind shell into his bottom plate. That was a nice shot. So we put that in. And now we're going to try to figure out how we can kill that Sturm Tiger. So that's what I was thinking here. But at the same time, if we spot the mouse, we should be able to push shots into him. Now, I'm getting myself in a position where I shouldn't be spotted. And this is going to be the strangest thing ever. So we're going to stop it, slow it down, and break it down for you guys a little bit. Because this is the part that I don't understand. I don't understand what's happening here. Please keep in mind, my concealment is at 287 meters. And none of these tanks in play right now should be able to spot me. So, E100, no way. Mouse shouldn't spot me. He's over 300 meters away from me. Plus, there are bushes and trees in the way. Object 705, no way he can spot me. He's too far. IS-3, forget about it. There's no way he can spot me. Centurion AX, he's behind the ridgeline. So he can't spot me. There is no way. Wheezy 120, maybe, possibly. I highly doubt it. But let's look at the path and see if it's actually possible. I doubt it's possible. But let's take a look. Because there are bushes in the way. My position, the way I chose my position, was specifically behind the bushes so that no one would be able to spot me. Right there. These bushes here, they cover me. So, no way. Kampfpanzer, 50T, he's in the middle. He's behind the structure. There's no way he can spot me. So, the only possibility is the Sturmtiger. But how? First of all, I'm behind the hill. Second, there are bushes in the way. And I get spotted. Please explain it to me, how I get spotted in this situation. I really don't understand. It's mind-blowing. Plus, where Sturmtiger is, he's over 100 meters away from me, so that's not even proximity spot, because proximity spot is 50 meters. Second time I get spotted. I'm even further away from the action, mind you. I'm not as close as I used to be. So the only thing I was thinking is probably Sturmtiger. He's the closest to me. He might have line of sight with his cupola. Anyway, we'll take a look at that later. Kampfpanzer 50T, not possible. I'm kind of within view range, but remember, my concealment. And I also have silent driving on my tank. Mouse, there's no way. IS-3, no way. E-100, no way. Object 705, definitely no way. Behind the ridgeline. Centurion AX, possible? No. Behind the trees, there's no way. So let's look at that line of sight between Sturmtiger and myself. And let's take a look at if that's possible. So we're gonna try to go really slow. I'm trying to actually level off on the cupola level, but take a look at that. I gotta go through a bush. I gotta go through a bush in order for him to spot me. And he's actually behind the bush as well. Right there, there's a bush. Now there's a slight chance that his cupola and my cupola could align. There's a slight chance. So we're gonna try to line this up the best we can. Just give me a moment. Right there. So let's see. Do we have a line of sight? Is that possible? There is a chance, a slight chance that it's possible. But remember, he's below the hill. I'm slightly on top of the hill, but he's below. So is there a line of sight? Isn't there? Maybe it's possible. I don't know. So maybe this one is somewhat explainable. Okay, let's bust that myth. Okay, there's no RNG issues. There's no combo issues in this situation. There was a line of sight and definitely he could see me. I don't see how, but maybe he could. Whatever. Or maybe there's imperfection in the ground. Maybe somebody dug a fucking hole. And there was a hole in there somewhere that doesn't appear on the model. And, you know, and they gave him a line of sight. Whatever. So the situation is quite bad. We're losing the game bad. Okay? I kind of did my damage. I'm sitting at what? 3.5k. I got 900 spotting. Nothing big here. Just normal game. I did my thing. Whatever I needed to do. I knew that the tank that was sitting in K2 or K3, he was going to die. There's no question about it. At this point, I didn't know what the health status is of all the tanks. Right? And I didn't know where they were. To be honest. I knew where some of them were, but not all of them. So first thought over here is I'm going to run off. Because that's what I need to do. I need to gain distance and try to catch them one by one. If they're going to be overzealous, if they're going to try to catch me, they want to try to shut me down, I still have enough HP to take some hits, and I should be able to take some of these guys out of the game. But I want to stay away from heavy tanks. I do not want to engage heavy tanks right now. We know there's E-100, we know there is a mouse, but they're slow. In order for them to catch me, it will take them forever to catch me. So my main thing right now is get rid of those medium tanks. I really need to chew them down. So that's the idea. Let's catch them. So we're going to go all the way to the edge of the map. And usually when you play games and you see light tanks running away, that's usually what they do. They go to the edge of the map because, you know, they're trying to gain that distance. They're trying to run as far away as possible. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to run as far away as possible. And that cross right here, we're going to try to cross to the west side of the map right now, and that cross should tell us who's really chasing us on this side. So that's what we're doing. If we get caught in the open, so be it. We die. No big deal. But if we can make this cross, we definitely can extend the game and possibly even win it. So as you notice there, I spotted the E-100. And I'm going to look at him in a split second. I do have a shot there, but I really don't want to fire. First of all, I'm too close to him. Second of all, I don't want to be fighting him because, like I mentioned earlier, I really do not want to fight heavy tank right now. because I don't want to betray my position and the medium tanks show up all of a sudden, all at once, and kill me. So that's not what I want. So I'm going to try to run off from him as far as I can. So we're going to keep going. And yeah, we're going to run in circles here, but hey, we have to do this. We have to find good defensive position where we can defend. First of all, we need distance. Second of all, we need to be able to catch opposition one by one. So we're going to climb up here onto this ridgeline in a split moment, and a weird thing is going to happen here. Again, this is all RNG driven, and all because I'm trying to win the game. And I notice this happens all the time. So we're going to climb up this here over here to see if we can spot anything. And we spot the IS-3. Easy peasy. Perfect. I'm going to get him out of the game. One thing down. No. My shot misses. To the right. Perfectly aimed shot. Fully aimed shot misses to the right. It should have been a kill. Kill shot again. Top of the turret. Look where my shell goes. To the right side. It hits left side of his turret instead of top of his turret. The shot actually went outside of the aiming circle. Great. I guess we can't carry, right? RNG says no. Wargaming says no, we can't do it. But this is going to be the most idiotic thing of all time. What you're gonna see here in a split moment. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. How do these champions design this game? I have no idea. Take a look at that. I am the only tank spotted on the entire map. I got spotted while nobody else did. While I have the best camo and the best view range on the entire field. So the only two possibilities here are that IS-3 spotted me or the Centurion Action 10. In which case, IS-3, I don't know how he did it. He must be a fucking ghost, because it's absolutely impossible that I couldn't see him and he saw me. And Centurion Action 10 has worse combo than me. View range is the same if he's decked out, but the combo is worse. And I couldn't spot him. Now take a look at this. I'm still the only tank spotted on the map. I'm the only tank spotted until now. I spotted IS-3. Some genius, please explain it to me. Please. We take out the IS-3. We're gonna take out the Centurion Action X. But we took 3 shots, which we shouldn't have. We took 3 shots. We couldn't maintain our HP. We killed the Kampfpanzer. And then we didn't have enough time to reload to kill this Wheezy 120. If we killed this Wheezy 120, we still had a chance to win this game. Almost impossible, but we still had a chance to win. I have no words, guys. I don't know what is happening with this game, and I know why I don't play this game. Because of shit like that. That game is rigged. Something is definitely wrong with it. I don't know if it's something to do with the Leopard when it comes to camo. I have no idea. But there are too many issues in this game, and that's what turns people away from the game. Especially new players. Can you believe this? Can you believe new player coming into the game? They're trying to do the right thing. They're playing it all right. They're playing hold down. They're shooting lower plates. They're shooting weak spots, and they cannot penetrate the tanks. How encouraging is that for a new player that enters the game? I don't understand why RNG is in the game. I don't understand why Wargaming is doing it. But for me, it's all one big bullshit. And it's always going to be. And I tell you what, they're never going to fix this. No matter how much you ask, they're never going to fix this, because we tried for years and it never happened. On this sour note, I'm going to close this video and let you guys think this through. And for those of you that have better understanding of the game than I do, I encourage you to post underneath this video. Tell everyone what you think. And for those that see this video and have contact with Wargaming, I suggest that you contact Wargaming and ask questions, because that kind of shit shouldn't be happening in a game. I'm sorry. Anyway, sorry for the ramble, guys, but that's how I feel. That's it for now. Until next time, happy tanking or unhappy tanking. Space Bandit, checking out.